What is work-life balance according to you? Can we just look into it before we understand how you can really establish a balance between your work and life? Another question comes there. Is it 50-50? When we talk about work-life balance, are we talking or are we thinking that work has to be 50 and life has to be 50 in our in a day? Is it really possible when you're working from home? This concern was already shared that the major problem in bringing a work-life balance is when since most of you are working from home. Now, this is how a work-life balance looks to me. Monday may be a little heavy day. Tuesday may be a little lighter. Wednesday may be a little somewhere around 70% of the day may be taken by work. Thursday may be a different, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So this is how a work-life balance looks to me. It cannot be 50-50 all the days. If that is the case, then it would be a so monotonous job that you will not have joy in working, not even living. So it will become mechanical. So work-life balance looks to me like this. And how do we bring a balance? Finish the hardest tasks first. For all those who said they are procrastinators, one of the key elements that you need to inculcate in yourself is finish the hardest task first. What we always do is we will be finishing the easier ones as quickly as possible and still keep on making strategies, plans to finish the hardest task. I have seen, since I have been consulting for last couple of years, I have seen people thinking the hardest task, they will look at it like a big mountain and they will think of steps to conquer it. That doesn't work that way, because most of the time is spent in planning rather than finishing the task. So first and foremost, do not spend too much of time on planning or strategizing in finishing the hardest task, but start finishing it. The moment you start climbing the mountain, that is when you can conquer the mountain. Not when you are continuously planning that I will cover this much in these days and this much in these days or this much in these steps. That doesn't work. So please finish the hardest tasks first. Learn to negotiate with your boss for your personal time. Most of us are not in a position to negotiate with our bosses. It's not that your bosses are apathetic or they do not understand. If you do not negotiate, if you do not ask for it, then will they give to you? If a baby doesn't cry and ask for milk, whether mother will get to know that the child requires milk. In the same way, I'm not comparing mother and child to boss and subordinate. Please don't consider that way, but I'm simply saying that unless you ask for it, unless you negotiate for it, others are not going to give you. So please start negotiating in a very polite but in a very authentic way, so that the person who is your boss or your senior or your team lead will understand what is that you're negotiating for. And take out time for yourself. Life doesn't mean your family. Uh, Many people confuse this life term with the family. Of course, couple of you have already mentioned that you also need me time. Brilliant. Please take out time for yourself. Life doesn't mean only family. Please enjoy or take out time for your hobbies. Now, maybe some of you may be saying that, yes, I know about this, but how to do it is the question. I'll come to that a little later. Disengage from devices when you're giving time for your family or yourself. This is another blunder a lot of people commit. That is, say they're already engaged with the laptop when they are working from home or most of the times, and they will be spending all their time on the with the screen. But once they go back and say that yes, now it is my family time, even then I see the husband and wife or parents and children spending their time in the phone than talking to each other. This is another major problem, because of which Even after spending 3 hours in with the family, you don't feel like you have spent any time with the family. That is where the problem is. So please spend quality time, even if it is half an hour. Share your emotions, share your thoughts, share your ideas with your family members, and get their thoughts as well, so that there is a great spending of quality time with them. Exercise is very important in bringing discipline. Now, I was I was throwing this question as well, that we know that we have to spend time for our hobbies, we have to spend time for ourselves, but the question is, how do we do that? First and foremost, you should be regular with your sleep. If you are able to sleep at the right point of time, say if I'm sleeping at 10:30 in the night, then I'm going to sleep at 10:30. Maximum aberration can be 15 minutes, not beyond that. If I'm sleeping at 12 o'clock, I'm fine, not a problem, but sleep at that specific time, so that you will be able to wake up at that specific time. If you are able to manage this, that is the first thing which will help you in setting other things on track. If you are one day, if you are waking up at one time, and another day you're waking up another time, then that itself creates a disturbance in your whole routine. Secondly, please avoid using mobile phones uh, as soon as you wake up. Don't engage with your phones. Get into your own well-being. The morning time is the me time, or best time for me time. Many people think that I will have my me time in the evening once I come back from work. By then you're already tired. Or even if you're working from home, by the time you finish your work, you're already tired. You have no patience to read another book or get into some other hobbies. So please you finish this. And when I say the me time, this is the major task that you have to finish in the morning, whether it is exercise, whether it is reading a book, or whether it is writing something, or whether it is any other activity, maybe painting. People may think, oh, what other people may think in the family, that if I sit and start painting in the morning. But if you do that, then see the change that will happen in your life. Throughout the day, you will be spending very, very quality time. And don't think that I will take a break from work someday. Someday is always there. Keep taking break often. If you are tired of working, then don't worry. Your work can wait, but your wellness cannot wait. So please take breaks at right and regular intervals, so that you will be able to balance your work and life. Zoom fatigue is a new phenomena that is happening. In fact, Zoom founder himself, the chief of the Zoom himself, has said that he is experiencing Zoom fatigue. So please disengage yourself from your screens at least every 1 hour for 10 minutes, so that your eyes get relaxation, your head gets relaxation, you get relaxation. Well, if you follow these methods, if you follow these techniques, then certainly you will be able to hit a right balance. And let me know if you have further questions, so that I can answer them, and we can explore how we have to hit a right balance in terms of work and life as we move forward.